This is how moving next door to family can turn your life into a war zone. It's about a woman named Catherine, my neighbor and my mother-in-law. She didn't just want to visit, she wanted to invade. When my husband, Ben, and I bought the house right next door to his mom, I thought it would be great. Free babysitting, right? Wrong. Catherine didn't see a fence, she saw a challenge. Within a week, she had cut down my favorite rose bushes because they blocked her view of our front door. She'd stand at her window with binoculars, watching every time I left the house. If I came home 5 minutes late, she'd be standing on my porch. "Where were you, Lisa?" she'd ask, her eyes narrow and mean. Ben deserves a wife who stays home. The invisible invasion. It got weirder. I started noticing things missing. My favorite sweater, my spare car keys, a necklace my mom gave me. I felt like I was losing my mind. One afternoon, I came home early and heard humming in my kitchen. I walked in, and there was Catherine. She had used her secret key to get in. She was wearing my missing sweater and cooking dinner like she lived there. "Get out," I screamed. She didn't move. She just turned around with a sharp kitchen knife in her hand, chopping carrots. "This is my son's house," she said, her voice low and scary. "I go where I want, and if you try to stop me, you'll be sorry." Ben didn't believe me. He thought I was just stressed, but then came the night everything went up in flames. It was 2 a.m. I woke up smelling something sweet and smoky. I looked out the window and saw an orange glow. My backyard shed, where I kept all my work equipment and family photos, was on fire. I ran outside in my pajamas. Through the thick, black smoke, I saw a shadow. It was Catherine. She was standing by the fence, holding a gas can. The fire reflected in her eyes, making her look like a real-life monster. She wasn't trying to hide, she was laughing. "I told you I'd make you sorry," she yelled over the roar of the flames. "The ending you've been waiting for." I didn't run away. I was done being scared. I ran straight at her. She tried to swing the heavy gas can at my head, but I tackled her into the dirt. We rolled around, coughing on the smoke. "You're crazy," I yelled, pinning her arms down. "I'm his mother," she screamed back, spit flying from her mouth. "I was here first." The police and fire trucks arrived with screaming sirens. They caught her red-handed, literally. Her hands were covered in gasoline and soot. When the firemen put out the fire, they found a shrine she had built in the bushes between our houses. It was filled with stolen photos of me with my face cut out. Catherine didn't get to stay in her house anymore. The judge sent her to a high-security prison for arson and stalking. Ben finally woke up. He saw the gas can, the shrine, and the burns on my arms. We sold both houses, ours and hers, and moved to a city where she can never find us. Now, when I look out my window, I don't see binoculars or monsters. I just see the sky. Catherine thought she could burn my life down, but all she did was light the way for me to escape her forever.